Hi everybody, I am so excited to give you all my honest and candid review of Honest Beauty. This is a brand that I discovered, I would say about several months ago online, and it's also the offshoot company to The Honest Company, which is founded by Jessica Alba. I have to say that I am thoroughly impressed with many of their beauty products. I'm also happy to know that these are products that are formulated with clean ingredients. So this isn't an organic line, this isn't a completely natural line. This is a brand that uses cleaner ingredients, so it's paraben-free, phthalate-free, mineral oil-free, free of any PEGs and silicones. Also too, it's free of synthetic fragrance. So this is a brand that strives to use cleaner ingredients throughout the line, and it's all about effective products that work well, that are great for sensitive skin, and also too, throughout the line, you're going to find a lot of botanical-based ingredients. So everything is very soothing, blends beautifully, and the textures are phenomenal. Many of these products are also great for multitasking, so it's really great for those people that only have about 5 to 10 minutes to do their makeup, and then they have to be out the door. And I'm excited to go through each product with you, so let's begin. Okay, the first product from Honest Beauty is their Everything Primer. This is a luminizing primer, so there actually is a little bit of mica in here. Mica is actually what gives the skin that beautiful, softly iridescent glow. It also absorbs quickly, and it just gives the skin this very light luminosity. So the pearlized mica gives the skin a very subtle glow. It's not a heavy shimmer-based primer, and I feel like it does an effective job at absorbing quickly, minimizing pores, and also reducing the look of fine lines. It is phenomenal underneath any kind of liquid foundation product or tinted moisturizer. I've actually even used this and dabbed this underneath concealer as a base, and it gives the skin a really nice radiance along the orbital bone and underneath this whole under eye area. The scent is very light. It almost has a very light botanical flowery scent to it, but it's not overly intrusive, so I think it's great if you have sensitive skin. And once again, some key ingredients include orange flower, aloe vera, and peony root, which help to firm, calm, and soothe the skin. So really wonderful primer. The only downside would be perhaps the size. It is rather small, but if that doesn't bother you too much, then overall, I definitely give it an A. I would recommend just about a dime size amount, blend it onto the entire face, and then you don't even really have to wait much longer. You can then apply your favorite complexion product right over it. So that is the Everything Primer from Honest Beauty. Next up is the Everything Tinted Moisturizer. Now, this does have an SPF of 20, and it's a zinc oxide based SPF, so it is a physical sunscreen, which is great if you have sensitive skin. Now, I chose the oil-free option because I do tend to have combination to oily skin, and the texture of the tinted moisturizer definitely feels more like a mousse, and the coverage that you get is light adjustable coverage. You're not going to get a full coverage from the tinted moisturizer. It pretty much defeats the purpose. You definitely will even out your skin tone and correct any kind of slight pigmentation issues and redness. However, it will not cover blemishes. I have actually layered this quite well with concealer and their luminizing powder. So it's really great for evening out the entire complexion, minimizing the look of pigmentation issues and redness, and just giving the overall skin tone a nice brightened, even-toned vitality. So they also have a non-oil-free version, so that version would be better for anyone that has normal to dry to very dry skin, but I really do like the oil-free version for myself because I am oily, and combo, it does dry to a matte finish and has a mousse texture. I also give this product an A. Now let's talk about building more coverage. Honest Beauty has a product called Everything Cream Foundation. The Everything Cream Foundation is actually a cream to powder foundation that delivers medium to full coverage. Now, the finish that you actually get is cream to powder. So when it dries on the skin, it definitely dries down to a nice velvety, slightly matte finish. If you're looking to cover pigmentation issues, redness, discoloration, this will definitely do it for you. It does come with a sponge applicator in the bottom of the casing. However, my preferred application is with a brush. So my personal favorite to use with this is a Sigma F80 Kabuki brush. And when I apply this, I just simply sweep into the compact and tap, maybe sweep and tap, I should say, a light layer, and then I'll begin to buff on along the chin and the forehead, and then I'll move out along the cheek. So a really nice medium to full coverage, great if you're going out, great if you definitely need to cover a bit more than a tinted moisturizer would. So I highly recommend this product. Just know that I do feel like it's important to moisturize underneath this foundation, because if you don't hydrate the skin, it can go on just a little bit dry. A little extra bonus tip with the Everything foundation. As a bronzer, I've actually been using creams a lot more than powders, especially during the winter season. And I actually use the shade Almond in the Everything Cream Foundation to create a little bit of a bronze effect around the hairline, around the temples, and the under cheek area. So I'll totally use this as my bronzer. Just when you do that, make sure you don't go any more than 2 to 3 shades deeper than your skin tone. Next up is Honest Beauty's Concealer Duo. Their Concealer Duo actually comes in 2 separate shades. You have a lighter shade on the left, and then you have a deeper shade on the right. The lighter shade is really great for coverage underneath the eye area, and then the slightly deeper shade is great for covering around the nose or anywhere else along the face. You could even custom mix your level of color depending on what you need to cover. I just wish it was just a little bit more creamy, especially underneath the eyes. So overall, I give this an A-. I brought it down a little bit of a notch because it can be a little bit drying underneath the eyes if you're not using an eye cream or perhaps a balm to give it a little bit more of a creamy texture. Aside from that, really great medium buildable to full coverage with this concealer. And I love that you can customize your level of coverage and color as well. The fact that they have 2 sides really makes it easy to do that. Next up from Honest Beauty within the complexion range is their Luminizer. And what I like about this is that it's not super pearlized. Many highlighters out there can be way too metallic, way too shimmery. This one definitely has more of kind of like a light reflective texture. I'm gonna put a little bit on the top of my hand. So see how you just get a little bit of a glow? The way that I love to use the Luminizer is actually after I apply concealer and also after I apply blush, I'll sweep a nice light layer underneath my concealer and along the tops of the cheeks. This creates a really pretty illuminated brightness without looking too shimmery. This is also a multitasking powder, so you could easily pop a little bit into the inner corners of the eye to create that lovely doe-eyed effect. And you could even use this along the entire lid as an overall shadow brightener and illuminator. You can also even take a little bit and tap it along the center bridge of the nose to further highlight and brighten. And to give dimension to the lips, you can even pop a little bit over the center of the lips to create a nice, soft, pouty effect on the lips. Next up is the Honest Beauty Everything Makeup Palette. Now, this just launched around the holiday season, so in November. I really hope that they keep it because it's so lovely and it's easy to travel with, and the color assortment is just fabulous. So let me tell you what's inside. The 2 shades here are a little bit more of a cooler charcoaly gray. The middle shade is a neutral tone, which is really great for sweeping all over the lid as a base shade or perhaps for highlighting. Just know that it is completely matte. And then to the right, you have the gold and bronze shades. So these definitely have shimmer to them, as do these shades right here to the left. The middle one is the only one that is matte. The only slight drawback is that there is a little bit of fall down. So when you load your brush, you definitely want to make sure that you are tapping off some of the color when you apply it onto the lid. So I'm going to show you guys actually how these swatches look on my hand. So you can tell that the pigment is excellent. Here is that lighter silvery shade. And now on the bronze side, you have that really lovely bronze shimmery texture. And the gold right next to it is also lovely. This is not a very yellowy gold. It's definitely along the neutral side of the family. So these are really pretty to intermix or just to kind of create your own custom look. And the pigment quality is excellent, especially for a product line that doesn't use silicones or talc. This is definitely talc free, which is fabulous, considering the texture quality as well. So now let's move on to the cheek color. The cheek color that's in this palette is called Truly Thrilling. I have to say this is the perfect slightly warm pink. It just delivers a pretty pop of color on the cheeks. It's totally goof proof. I have it on my cheeks right now and notice that I just dabbed a little bit on the apples of my cheeks. The blendability is fantastic and the color payoff is also great. Next up in the palette are actually the two lip colors from Honest Beauty. I love that they put in two lip colors because you could totally customize your shade. This shade right here is Honey Kiss, and this is their perfectly nude soft pink shade. And next to it is Mulberry Kiss, which is also gorgeous. It's definitely more of a berry, although you can completely customize the two colors and create your own perfect shade of plum pink. Here are the two shades swatched side by side. So you're going to notice that Honey is a nice nude pink, and then Mulberry Kiss is the perfect plummy pink. Once again, these could totally be customized. You could relayer for a little bit more intensity, or you could just sheer it out and make it look like a stain. I love how portable and lightweight this palette is as well, so it's super travel friendly, especially if you plan on traveling during the holiday season or if you just travel for work frequently. This is also a really nice makeup kit staple that you can pack in your kit if you are on the go and you are on location with clients. It definitely won't take up too much space because it also is nice and slim. Okay, next up from Honest Beauty, another true favorite product of mine. This is the Truly Lush Mascara. What I love about this one, it's actually dual-ended. So you actually get a primer on one side, and then you get the actual mascara on the other side, which is truly genius because often or not, if you have two separate products, you'll maybe forget to use your primer. So on one side, you have the actual lash primer. The lash primer is comprised of a nice wax finish, so you can coat each and every lash. I recommend using this just on the top lashes as it really helps to prep the lashes for definition and coverage. And then on the other side, you have the actual mascara. The mascara wand is a really neat, slightly curved shape, and the wand actually flexes and grooves, so it's able to catch and define and lift each and every lash. Especially for someone that doesn't have too much lash game naturally, this really makes all the difference and just gives the lashes the perfect separation, lift, and definition. I totally give this an A+, and I highly recommend that you try it. Last but not least, in my Honest Beauty haul and also review, I have the Truly Kissable Lip Crayon from Honest Beauty. Now the shade that I have is actually, it's Sheer Blossom Pink. And Sheer Blossom Pink is a really nice nudie pink, so it's really great for every day. It's also great for a bridal look. It's great for an evening out if you plan on creating more of a smoky eye. I'm gonna swatch a little bit of the shade on my hand so you can actually see the color of pink. It's that perfect balanced pink, so it's going to mimic the lip's natural tone, and it does a really nice job at conditioning and softening the lips. And it wears beautifully. So I would say that you definitely have to reapply it maybe after about 3 hours or if you've eaten something, but naturally with lipstick, unless you're wearing an 8-hour formula, you will just reapply, and it's really fun to reapply, it's easy to use, and it's great to pop in your bag. I hope that you all enjoyed my review and haul of Honest Beauty. Now, I actually get the bundles each month. The bundles are $50 and you get to pick 3 products each month that are delivered to your door within a week from ordering. I highly recommend it, especially if you really need an overall haul in your makeup kit, or if you are looking to go towards a line that is a clean ingredient based line that doesn't use a lot of the nasty chemicals found in most makeup lines and is also great for sensitive skin. I've listed each product once again below in the description box, along with pricing for each product, and I really hope that you enjoyed my review. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and also please subscribe. Thanks so much, and have a beautiful day.